activities, as practical as that.
She means men's trip.
Yeah, alright. So there's a men here. Yeah, so I think the guys are out here. Yeah, go ahead. Right? And I think that's important. So I'm very happy we did that. So just to summarize, because I know I've overshot my time, started off as a very confused kid, wanted to do her own identity, thought HR was a safe job, then worked so much in startups that I realized that my own identity would come when I'm an entrepreneur. I wish I had her guts at that time, I didn't. But a salary is my net profit at the end of the month. I realized that after I became an entrepreneur, right? That I used to crib about salaries and I used to take salary increase budgets to the board and say the employees are so disappointed. I think you need to increase salaries. I think you need to do this. And the CEO will be like breathing down the neck and I'll be like arguing with him and saying, no, this is the way to go. And now that I've become an entrepreneur and now that my own HR manager comes to me and says, hey, you need to increase salaries, I'm like, have you gone mad? Just walk out of the door. I didn't even call you for the meeting, okay? So for me, life has turned full circle. I've understood finance management and I'm very proud of the fact that I'm a lady and I'm even prouder to be an Indian woman because I think for us multitasking comes from our childhood. We learn to be nurturing right from childhood because we're taught that our roles are mothers, not really women and all of that. So I think it's a fantastic space to be. And so HR, employee, entrepreneur, and now I'm doing work to promote more entrepreneurs. So all of you out there, I hope we've been able to bring some difference out to you. You can go to them and me for any clarification. But thank you so much for having us. I would like to congratulate Guy.
We have questions to take another 15 minutes.
Yeah, but I would just like to congratulate. I thought you were closing. I'm not closing it. But congratulations and really proud because honestly the Bangalore TiE, they call us the SIG, like the special interest group, like we're fighting for innovation out there, we're not. Okay, but the fact that in Hubli, in a tier 2 city, you've got such a great audience and you're doing a weekend is fantastic. And the fact that all of you are here and the organizers have made it, I think this itself speaks a lot for the kind of entrepreneurial skills that all of you have. So thank you so much for having us.
Super down to earth, and Deshree was up on the stage today. But the quiet presence behind him is always walking to me is Deshree ji, and really want to it would be great, just make use of the opportunity and hear from her what it means to be an entrepreneur, a wife of an entrepreneur, and she herself is an entrepreneur, and would she like to say something about what's the most few words about what you think about an entrepreneur?
I think she would need a mic or you would be fine.
And we will open up the floor for all of us to basically communicate with the panelists.
I don't think I fit into this category. I'm not an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur's wife.
Is he successful? Then you can take a lot of credit for it.
There's a saying that behind every successful man there's a woman, but I think there's a stranded. For some time I thought there's a stranded woman. Behind every successful woman there is one more woman. I always feel that way. What else you would be?
I think it's okay. We don't have to put you on the spot, but it's amazing to me that Yashree's our trustee, and if you see people on the stage garlanding their pictures all over the round, and I don't know, I'm my wife too of a successful CEO, and it's that quiet presence, but then it's nevertheless as big as of the entrepreneur. So I think you're on the spot, but down to say Yashree's is an engineer from IT and is actually know a lot of charities.
I'm not an engineer. I'm a physicist.
Second thing I got from this another section. So instead of me speaking and all of us speaking, let us open it up to all of us. And then if things you have in your mind with any of our panelists, Yashaswini, Anju, Manaksa, and Jashri is always there. Please feel free to ask me.
Yeah. And in any language, let's say language not interview.
Yes.
You cannot ask a question from
Marathi.
No, can I ask one question, ma'am? Can I ask one question?
Yes.
So at the age of 56, is it too late to me start a new venture? I am already an entrepreneur, but I have closed the factory after 23 years of running. Then I started an NGO for working for women's breast and cervical cancer. And very recently I have started a boutique for all the handlooms. So once an entrepreneur is always an entrepreneur.
Okay.
But that is running in my blood, and I have started. So I'm just in a two-minded. Whether it is too late.
Certainly not. I'm such a champion for women starting at any point in time and restarting, in fact. I think a lot of our self-worth is actually linked to what we do. Once the kids are grown up, once the husband is on his own, in terms of just, you need the support, like she was saying, and now he's successful, and then therefore now you begin to sort of think what you're going to do. I met you this morning, and I know what it is that you're doing. I doff my hat off to you because of all the work that you're doing in the cancer space. But no, and also I want to add one thing. All of us go into this whole training thing and what have I done? I've taken a break is what you've been saying for 23 years. You ran that
years I was an entrepreneur.
Right, and then you took a bit of a break.
2 years I had.
I think life is a great teacher. Your life experiences will always be handy in all of your endeavors. Please don't negate that. And not many entrepreneurs, not every entrepreneur is doing perhaps involved in fields that they are trained in necessarily. So life skills. I think the life teaches you lots of skills that you will use in your venture also. And congratulations, you're starting. And 56 is just not too late. And you don't look 56 at all.
56 is actually the right age.
Yeah. You've been there, you've done it all, and now you're starting all over again in a fabulous way.
I just want fantastic what I observed from all the two things I've seen. What I can take away is that to stop fighting. I'm a woman, I can't do this, and just embrace who you
The
are.
fear.
And fear. And the other thing is turn, like what you were saying, turn challenges into opportunities. Like you got into Unitas and then got into digital change. So many of the times, I think the other way to think about things is we didn't take break. We get to take break. How many men can take a break for 5 years? And 6 years and come back with full swing and start a new business all over. So perhaps it's just one thing I picked up from 3.
And I have to say that when I actually restarted my career, what you see is this facade. What was inside was just a melting jelly of a scared person. I just didn't know if I could handle it. Truly, my sabbatical was longer than I thought it would be. It was about 8 years. In the interim, I was like I said, I was doing some freelancing, whatever. But serious business. The terms of business had changed, the language of business had changed, the grammar of business had changed, the idiom, just the whole decentralization of the CEO. When I was a journalist, I was interacting with all the CEOs. As a communications person, I'm actually interacting with all the revenue sources, which are many, many CEOs in that sense, from if I were to take the example from my time. So, the grammar changes, it changes dramatically, and I was really scared. But I just said, I owe this to myself. And I went on and on and on. Which is why I gave a little example of not knowing everything and Googling it and going out and saying it, because I was in now a technology space that I had not been in before. And I had to learn very quickly. So